Hello and welcome back to Katawa Shoujo. Katawa Shoujo. Why do I call it Katagawa? Anyway, hold on, let me get a sip of my water. Oh, that's good. That helps so much. Oh god, my throat. Thank god. Water exists. The gate looked far too pompous for what it was. This is, Act 1. I guess, we just played the prologue, so, yeah, our hero has just arrived at the school for disabled people after having found he has a heart condition, which really sucks, man. Really sucks. Hits kind of close to home. I mean, I don't have a heart condition, but still hits really close to home. So, yeah, I'm the guy also that didn't cry at the end of Titanic. I'm the guy who went, that movie sucked. It takes a lot to make me cry, man, and I think this game might. This whole thing that didn't feel welcoming at all. I wondered if it looked like what a gate for a school should look like, but I couldn't really decide. Probably no. Of course, I didn't want to get stuck on thinking about the gate for too long, so I entered through it with a brisk pace that felt surprisingly good. Moving forward feels good. It does. So I walked towards the main building of Yamaku Academy at this brisk pace. I'm alone as my parents are taking my stuff to the dorms, and there's supposed to be someone waiting for me. The grounds are incredibly lush, filled with green. It doesn't feel like the kind of grounds a school would have, more like a park, with a clean walkway going past trees and the smell of fresh cut grass and all other park-like things. God, stop hitting right click. One finger. Words like clean and hygienic pop into my mind. It makes me shudder. I shake them off, stay open-minded now. It's your new life. You have to take it as it comes. That's what I tell myself. A few big buildings. Seems like a really good story. I'm already really liking this. This is good. This is very interesting. A few big buildings, but the canopies too big for just a school. Everything seems off. It's different from what I thought I knew about schools. It's an uncanny valley. Even though I was told this is my new school, in the back of my head it doesn't feel like one. I wonder if the feeling is real or caused by my expectations of a school for the disabled. Speaking of that, I don't see anyone else here. It's kinda eerie. It makes me wish there was somebody here so I could anchor myself to something tangible instead of having this feeling that I stepped into another dimension. The trees hum with the wind and the green water time. Delicious. Green hues flashing all around me catch my attention. It makes me think about the hospitals again. How they say that the operating rooms are painted green because green is a calming color. So why am I feeling so anxious despite all this greenery? ... Only after I stand in front of the haughty main building, I surprise myself by realizing why the gate bothered me. It was the last chance I had to turn back, even if I had no life I could return to. But still, after entering, there was absolutely no way I could go back anymore. Feeling nervous and with this realization setting in my head, I open the front door. A tall man with bald posture notices me as we enter. We're the only people in the lobby, so it's only logical. Tall man with a bald head? Wait, did it say bald head? Bad posture is what it said, not bald head. I'm dumb. You must be Nikki? Nakai. So you are. Excellent. I'm your homeroom and science teacher. My name is Muto. Welcome. We exchange a handshake that is neither firm nor sloppy. God, I can't speak today. He looks at his watch. The head nurse asked you for a brief check-in visit. There is no time for that now. Oh, should I go later? Yes, afternoon's probably fine. We should get going and introduce you to the rest of the class. They're waiting already. Waiting for me? I don't really like being the center of attention, but I guess it's inevitable in a situation like this. Somehow not knowing what is waiting for me makes me feel really nervous. Thinking of this, I almost miss what the teacher is saying. Do you want to introduce yourself to the class? Yes, decisions, finally. Of course, yeah, sure. I mean, isn't that normal? Of course, but not everyone likes to be at the center of attention. Oh, I'm probably one of those people, but I guess I should be the one to give the first impression of myself. Right, but it's not a problem. No problem. Let's go then. My heart is pounding in my chest. I hope, that it's not like one decision each act, because that kind of sucks. I want to, have more control over the game, because that's, what a game is. My heart is pounding in my chest, and it keeps me thinking about my condition as I follow the teacher up the stairs. Third door down the third floor corridor. That's really difficult to say because everything. The third door down the third floor corridor is marked as a classroom for class 3-3. Muto opens the door and enters. Good morning, everyone. Sorry I'm late again. I hesitate for a split second at the door, freezing on the spot. Get a grip. This is a big step, I know that. But there isn't any point to worrying much about it, at least not this soon. Let's see. I think I actually recognize a lot of people from the manual, when I skimmed through it. Basically, I dragged a little slider and just dragged it down. I follow the teacher in the classroom on the ground, particularly so I won't have to meet the curious gazes of my new classmates. It's pretty spacious and the ceiling is unusually high and there's a lot of space left over around and between the desks. An entire wall was taken up by blackboards and the high, old-fashioned windows only make it seem larger. The students' desks are just standard wooden desks with a shelf underneath for books and wooden chairs with metal frames. Simple and efficient. I stop walking in front of the classroom and face the other students. They all look normal, like students in another school. But then, why would they be here? They're probably like me and have something wrong with them, only it's just not immediately obvious. Then I noticed that one of the girls seems to be missing the thumb of her right hand. Which one is that? It's a little jarring. Despite the natural tendency to listen when someone's talking about you, I tune out the teacher's speech halfway through while he introduces me to the class. I notice a flash of dark hair and someone's looking at me. A girl with really long straight hair, it's pretty eye-catching. She sees me looking back at her and covers her face with her hands as if to make herself invisible. There's one boy with a cane leaning against the lockers in the rear of the class. It's weird seeing someone so young with a cane. Another girl seemed to be making some weird hand motions. Sign language. She peers over at me with the rims of her glasses and goes back to whatever she's doing. She's kind of cute, so is the cheery-looking girl with pink hair sitting next to her. She's really hard to miss. I don't know why I didn't notice her the moment I walked in. Please welcome our newest classmate. He claps his hands, and so does everyone else except the girl in the front row who has only one hand. Did they have to add that? Did they really have to add that? Except the one with only one hand. She just smacks her desk. It's messed up, man. Now I feel bad for making that joke. God, did they really have to add that? Whatever. A collective silence tells me that I should open my mouth now. So, I'm Hisao Nakai, whatever. My hobbies are reading and soccer. I hope to get along with everyone, even though I'm a new student. And after that, I'm being boring. This is exactly like every self-introduction ever. I should say something a bit more exciting. I end up saying nothing, and the teacher picks up from there. Everyone seems satisfied with the little I said. Heroes are whispering to each other, throwing glances at me. It could have gone worse. I listen to the teacher as he drones about getting along while letting my gaze sweep across the classroom. Everyone seems to be listening to him intently, and when he's done, they clap their hands again, which feels like a weird thing to do. The first row girl claps on the surround with her one hand against the other wrist that ends in a bandaged stump. Why do they dwell on that so much? Whatever. It makes me feel a little bad. Me too, man. Me too. Me too. It looks like every rapist ever. I'm keeping an open mind about this, though. We're going to be doing some group work today, and that gives a chance to talk with everyone. Is that okay with you? Yeah, it's fine with me. That's good. You can work with... Why the big names? Hakamichi. Well, they're easy to pronounce. Hakamichi. She's the class representative. She can explain anything you might want to know. And who else would be able to do that better, right? How could I know? The teacher passes out the day's assignments and announces that we will be working in groups of 3. Hits me that I don't know who Hakamichi is. Slow, the teacher seems to catch my helpless distraction. Shizune, Hakamichi. Oh, it's that one. A cute, bubbly looking girl with a bright pink hair and gold eyes. Gold eyes. Huh. My eyes used to be gold. Hey, I guess you're Hakamichi, right? It's nice to meet you. Ha 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 ha. What? I'm caught off guard by her laughter. It's nice to meet you too, but I'm not Hakamichi, I'm Nisha. This is Hakamichi-shan. Giggling Misha. Misha's a Russian name though, isn't it? Pretty sure it's a Russian name. Only 30. She has short yet carefully neat brushed hair. Her oval-shaped glasses balanced on the tip of a dainty nose, and dark blue eyes that seem to alternate every few seconds between analytical and slightly bored. It's nice to meet you. Oh, she can't talk, can she? She immediately looks at Misha, who smiles and makes a few quick gestures with her hands. Hakamichi nods and makes a few gestures of her own. Start to wonder if the teacher was messing with me, saying things like, "You'll be able to talk to people," and "Who's better to explain things to you?" I can see you're a little confused. Right? Right. But I understand why you would. I think I was... Shi-chan? What? Shi-chan is deaf, so I'm the person who translates things back and forth for her. I'm like an interpreter. She says it's nice to meet you too. Oh, fair enough. You're the new student, aren't you? Well, Shi-chan, of course he is. If he wasn't, he wouldn't have been standing up there for no reason, right? Right. Oh, I get it now. God, I'm bad at reading today. He seems like a very interesting person, doesn't he? We knew there was going to be a new student, but we didn't know you would be here today so soon. He-chan, right? He-chan? Yup, it fits, doesn't it? Did I say it out loud? It's a surprise, I've never liked that nickname. I don't really see how... Fits! You look just like I imagined. Ha 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 ha, yeah, you look just like a He-chan. I wonder why one seems to think so. Hakamichi taps her fingers on the desk to get Misha's attention. They gesture back and forth to each other excitedly, their hands blur. Misha seems a little overwhelmed. Sorry about that. Shi-chan wants you to know that she is the class rep, so if there's anything you need to know, you can feel free to ask her. Do you like the school so far? We can show you around a little bit if you haven't had time to walk around and familiarize yourself with it. Misha stumbles with the hard word a bit, making it stick out in her other wise fluid translation. Oh, fair enough. Thanks, that would be pretty helpful. Yeah, I just kinda came straight to class today. Ha 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 ha. That's no good. You should always try to learn as much as you can about where you're going before you go there. Not just with school, either. Always, even if it's a trip to the convenience store. Really, Shi-chan? Remember where you're going? I guess I didn't bother to do that, or I just didn't care enough to do so. I didn't look forward to this, even if I committed myself to going along with it half-assedly. But anyway, I don't say anything, but Misha signs something that ends in a shrug. What was that? Seems like it was about me. I feel like slumping over in my seat. Both of them are smiling. That shrug hit me unexpectedly. You look down. Are you okay? Don't take it the wrong way, please. I hate when people are afraid to ask questions. Some people learn things by asking. Asking for help is perfectly normal, as much as needing help. Stop looking like you just failed the test. Wah wah wah. Alright. ... and another thing, you don't have to call Shichan something for so formal like Hakamichi or Fast Rep all the time. Just call her Shichan. God, I'm pronouncing all these names wrong and I know it. I need someone to explain them to me. I know I'm getting Misha right though. Maybe Shizune would be more appropriate. Shizune? Either one. Yep, Shizune is fine. Okay, that'd be a lot easier for me. I feel a lot more at ease. Both of them seem so friendly. I feel like an idiot for being so apprehensive earlier. Especially about Shizune, who I assumed to be all business. Well, she still seems like that, just that's so, I guess. Water. Huh? Right, we haven't even touched the assignment. You should start work now, or Shichan will get mad. The assignment is also kind of long, so we should start now. Finish it before the end of class. Wah, that too. Shizune glares at the two of us impatiently. I don't need to know sign language to understand that. Okay, I get the message. After class, we can walk around the grounds together. It's a nice day too, right? Okay. This assignment is actually very challenging to get through, combining aspects being both difficult and unnecessarily long. It's not going to make me do the assignment, is it? Okay, good. Just finished it a few minutes earlier than anyone else in class, despite our late start. Shizune and Misha are really capable. They're quite different, though. Class rep is as calm and professional as she looks, while Misha is a lot more playful and girlish. Not to mention a little more easily distracted. To be honest, the two of them did most of the work. I feel guilty about that. Clock tower bells ring, signaling the end of the period. Time for lunch! Without knowing what else to do, I follow Misha, who's beckoning me to the hallway and down the stairs. Descend even below the lobby where I met Muto, down to the bottom floor. Just like everything in the school, the cafeteria seems too spacious and oddly modern in contrast to the classic exterior. Its big windows open to the courtyard towards the main gate. It's the cafeteria. Really? Her enthusiastic statement of the obvious makes people around us stare, but Misha doesn't seem to care. So exactly. There's a rather long list of menu options, which seems great until I realized many of them are to accommodate students who need special diets. How nice! It almost feels like I'm back at the hospital, eating portions measured with scientific precision, the needs of God, I can't read! I pick something at random and follow Shizune to the table opposite of her. As I nibble indifferently at the food I'd rather not eat, Misha pokes me in the side to get my attention and points to Shizune. ... I don't understand signs, so the point escapes me. Maybe looking at a person who talks to you is proper and polite. Do you want to know something? What? About anything. We're your guides, so you should ask if there is something. I wonder. Ask about the deafness? Ask about the library. So I'm assuming the library puts me on good terms with the black-haired one. The deafness might put me on good terms with the pink-haired one, and this one just makes them both indifferent. I don't know if that's how this game works. Let's go with the library. Oh yeah, is there a library in the school? Lately I've gotten into reading, so I'd like to check it out. She gives me the kind of frown that makes it clear that she doesn't consider reading a healthy hobby, then puts up her smile again. There is! It's in the second floor. We can show it to you sometime. Thanks! I return to my food while the girls talk between themselves. Misha and Shizune grab a table too. Maybe they're talking about secret girl stuff or something. I quickly notice the conversation in the sign is not enough to fill a silence. So, seems like, whatever. But we're not the first. She's the one that I keep seeing in every, video about this game. She jumps a little, Misha crashes into the room with the elegance of a rhino. Huh! She shrinks deeper into her seat. I can feel her tension all the way from here, as if she were slowly turning into stone just from her presence. Misha and Shizune don't either notice or don't mind as I walk directly past her to their seats and begin to converse. I'm left wondering about her, even when the classroom slowly fills with other students and finally the teacher. Getting into the rhythm of school doesn't feel strange, as my brain remembers how this is done, but my body doesn't. Towards the end of the class, I start yawning and counting the minutes left. I shouldn't be this tired on my first day of school. Maybe it's the long time spent in the hospital that made me feel like this, but I'm even feeling physically weak and lifeless. Before long, the final bell rings. School is finally over for the day. Besides me, Misha and Doop-Doo. After a bit of deliberation, which turns to me. Unfortunately, we can't stay around and show you around today. Gotta hurry already since there's a lot of work for us to do. You'll find your way around here, I'm sure of it. Oh wait, the teacher said I'd have to see the nurse. Where do I have to go? Is that so? We can at least show you that much? Come on, the nurses have their own buildings, so we have to go outside. We join the flow of students. Whoops. We join the flow of students making their way to this stairwell and outside, with girls pointing out other senior classrooms in the same. When we get outside, the girls make their way to the smaller building right next to the school. It's built in the same style, so it looks like it's actually part of the main building. This is the auxiliary building here. There's a lot of official and important stuff inside, like the Yamaku Foundation offices and all the nurses' offices. They even have a swimming pool. How is that official? Don't be silly, Hichan. It's for physical therapy, of course. Anyway, all the nursing staff facilities are in there too. The head nurse's office is on the first floor. You'll be fine from here, right? We're going then. See you tomorrow. Yeah, thanks. Bye. Made 2 friends. Yay. A whole building for stuff that has nothing to do with the actual education. I guess it's necessary for a place like this. I walk in hoping that this really the only quick visit. The place looks really, I don't know, depressing. On a white door on the left is a green cross with the text head nurse and a nameplate. A voice from the inside responds to my knock almost immediately, but I can't quite make it out. It sounded a bit like an invitation to open the door, so I invite myself in further. The room is not large and it smells strange. A friendly looking man turns around on his office chair to face Miss Anter. His desk is neat and tidy, but the bin under the table is overflowing with used medical utensils, and there are at least a dozen coffee cup rings on the desk. Hello there, smiling man. What can I do for you today? He is young looking and sort of rugged. That's kinda creepy. He's young and rugged. This music just fits so well with a young, rugged man. Okay. You can call me by my name or just the nurse like everyone else. Of course, I shake off the confusion, realizing I should probably grab his extended hand. His handshake is rather firm and friendly. Right, I'm a new student. My homework light up with revelation as he snaps his fingers. Oh, you're that Nakai. I was just reading your file in the morning. Some kind of chronic arrhythmia. That's it. Arrhythmia. He gestures me to sit down in a very vacant armchair in front of his desk. Yes. Good. Well, you've probably been briefed about the school enough, so I'll just go over this quickly. We have all kinds of There's always someone from the staff around, even at night, so never hesitate to call us if there's any problem. The famous 24-hour nursing staff. Wow, this is like a hospital. Well, not exactly. For the instance, we don't do brain surgery here. This joke feels so out of place that I'm left thinking why I even said it. Yeah, it's just that it's really weird to have so many medical people in school. You'll get used to it. I'm not so sure of that myself, but I don't let the nurse know it. Now, let me find your file again. So he doesn't have a name? He's just a nurse? Okay, cool. Sounds like every nurse's office at every school ever. Oh, that sucks. Any kind of concussion might be very dear heart. Risking another heart attack is not a good idea. Not exactly. Perceptibly, that's all the papers. Healthy, so some exercise would do you good. Physical therapy in areas such as tube jumps, carry methods, just get some light exercise regularly. Brisk walks or even light jogging, jumping rope, that sort of thing. Swimming maybe? There's a pool here. So I was told. You were. Very good. This is a good song though. Might have to find the soundtrack for this game. I like it. At any rate, I'm sure you've been told this before. To indicate here, I just need to emphasize the point. No need really effort 1,000 times already. Absolutely no unnecessary risks. Take care of yourself. Okay. He goes over my papers one more time and sets them on the desk, obviously content. Good, that's it then. Come meet me if you ever need something. I mushed out before I even realized it. A quick visit indeed. I end up standing in front of the main building or auxiliary building, although to my eyes they still look about the same. It's the first real look I get at other students I watch from coming out of school, going towards the gate of the dorms. Everyone seems to know where they're going, and I still keep thinking that most of them don't look too special for being students from school. Then again, neither do I. Does this make me one of them? One of us? I should go somewhere too, to prevent me from getting lost. It's around dinner time, but I feel tired instead of hungry. The weariness in me only grows as I trudge toward dorms, that a little bit apart from the main buildings. There's a garden of sorts between the school and the dorms, shrubbery, flowers, and that overbearing smell of fresh cut grass that fills the atmosphere. This is a really, really nice narrative. I like it. It dawns on me that my tired mind that the fresh smell, that the smell feels novel because I haven't been outside at all for so long. The dorm building is big and made of red brick like the others. It feels way too pompous for what it is, so I push forward, going inside. It takes more time than necessarily to finish out the key I was given from my pocket. Room 119. Despite the ornate exterior, the inside of the dorm is fairly new, functional, and boring. Just like the main building, the halls and wide accommodate wheelchairs and goes through the elevators at the end of the hallways. I poke my head around the corner of the common room door. Inside, a few students are watching television. One nods and gives a quick hello, returning back to TV. Seems that only the girls around here are sociable, so I suppose that's perfectly fine with me. I'm okay with this. I'm upstairs to the upper floor. Here, small corridors branch off from the main hallway. Each of these minor halls seems to have a toilet and a shower, as well as 4 rooms. About halfway down the hall, I spy room 119. The nameplate on the room is adjacent to mine or blank. I guess there are just 2 of us here. Light shines from the floor below. Light shines from below the door of 117, so I knock lightly. Hello, is anyone home? From inside I hear a few movements, then the clicking of some more locks, blah blah blah. Yeah, I've seen this guy before in like pictures and stuff. This guy's weird. Who is it? Bespectacled hallmate. That's a nice name. Blind? No, at least not completely. Why would he have eyeglasses if he was? He leans in closer to me until our noses are almost touching. His breath stinks of garlic. His sound, I'm moving into the next room. I thought it would introduce His face suddenly brightens with realization. He stands almost upright, thrusting his hand out, smiling greeting, almost straight into my diaphragm. Oh, so he has no depth perception. I'm the same way. Oh, sup, dude? Hi. I take Kinju's sweaty hand and shake it. Still a little rattled by the sudden change of attitude and welcome. There were some suspicious looking people going in and out of your room earlier. It was probably my parents. Your parents? You sure? Because they could have been some other people too. You can't judge a book by its cover. Out of place proverb. This is great. I'd say the chances are high enough. He shudders and makes some exaggerated hand gestures. You're a brave man, so... Me? I don't think I could trust the chances. The only one I trust is myself. Does that mean I shouldn't get to know you either? He thinks about this for a while. A wise decision. Yeah, you're smarter than you look. Probably. What do you look like? I hope not smart. He squints his eyes and leans in closer, but I lean backwards to dodge it. Never mind, it doesn't matter, so he's almost blind. That he turns. That's great. Oh well. Looking around after this morning. Closet fitting open, stocked with my clothes. Also, it seems there are a number of school uniforms hanging there as well. Notice pinned sleeve one, the shirts. Hi, Hichan. We unpacked your things and made your bed. They said if these don't fit tomorrow, then you should go to the office tomorrow. If you have any problems, you can always call us. Love, Mom and Dad. Well, at least I don't worry about unpacking. I kind of hoped I would have. Then there would be something to do. It's still too early. I put the note down on the desktop and lie down on the bed, feeling drained. Lying there makes me want to read something, but I have nothing with me. I wonder if the hospital conditioned me for wanting to read whenever I had nothing to do. The restless urges just keeps growing until I have to stand up. Maybe it's stress or something. I was pretty nervous about it before coming, and the entire day too. I still am, I think. That's jip-a-doop-doo. I need to sleep more. Tomorrow I'll go borrow some books from the library. Yeah, I'll do that. But for now, the bottles of medication are neatly arranged. I pick one up and shake it to steer a counter at the zoo. Read on pharmacy label. 2 tablets daily to stay alive. It doesn't really say. Oh, okay, never mind then. It's kind of twisted having your life depend on chemicals like this. I resented a little bit. What choice do I have? With a sigh, I begin my new daily ritual of taking the right number of pills from each bottle. Being careful to check the correct dosages. I lie down again, feeling hollow and uncertain, and after that I keep staring at the blank, unfamiliar ceiling for a long time. It doesn't start looking any more familiar, not even after darkness falls and long shadows draw across my room like fingers. Sheets feel slightly more comfortable, warm and nest-like. No, go away, Skype. Bad Skype. It's chill, doop-doo. Whoops, did I just skip something? No. I guess not. Soon lighter shade of darkness, the ceiling, ba-doop-doo. Night beckons me to sleep. I feel cold and I feel the coldness and unfamiliarity and fear creeping up on my... I can't read at all. I keep drifting further away from the world I knew. And then his eyes close. Day 2. Oh, is this Act 2? Katawa Shoujo. Yep, I'm gonna go ahead and end the episode now, so, goodbye. Join us next time, blah blah blah, thanks for watching. Whatever, bye.